Madtown's #1 for hits and hip hop, 93.1 Jams, Fusion in the afternoons. Sitting down with me today from the Nehemiah Center and the Justified Anger courses is Siobhan. How you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Doing great. It's a pleasure to have you here. We're coming back again for another Black History Month and celebrating a lot of Black excellence in Madison. And at Nehemiah Center, you guys have a lot of really amazing programs going on, but one that you are particularly really deeply involved in is the Justified Anger courses. And I'd like to share with Madtown what it is, what it's about, and how it came to be.
Yeah, absolutely. We have the pleasure of having so many people who have been behind us for a very long time, and a lot of those people will always recognize the Black History for a New Day course.
Yeah,
that is a course that we developed alongside the Justified Anger of that original article that came out alongside the town hall, and then we began really developing one course, the Black History for a New Day course.
Okay.
We're now over 5,000 participants later, and we've finally developed an entire learning platform filled with all of that information, all of that research, community-led research, as well as reaching out to public educators that care about Nehemiah's mission.
right.
So now, instead of just the Black History for a New Day course, we have the website, the learning platform, Justified Anger courses, where we have 7 full courses available now, which is really great. One of them, obviously, is the Black History for a New Day course. That will always continue to be a major one for us. The enrollment for our open cohort, where we all take it together, is actually going to be ending in about on February 6th, I think it is. But we don't get started until February 16th. And then we go all the way through to April 27th. And that's a 9-week lecture series of pre-Atlantic slave trade to present day of Black history as it really is, how it's shaped the United States. And then we do little extra things after the session's over. We'll have a potluck on the April 27th, and we'll have next steps sessions where we really dig into what could be done next steps for everyone in the following weeks, which is really, really great.
Okay.
We absolutely love that course. But as we build, we're building out new courses. We are on the precipice of building yet another very big course, just like Black History for a New Day, called Justice for a New Day. But that one's still in the works. Nonprofit work requires funding, and we've had the absolute pleasure of finally having the appropriate funding to get working on it.
More so than funding, it really acquires patience.
Yes, patience.
Because it doesn't come overnight or a real finger snap fast.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
I know when we met this time last year, you were, kind of like you were still actively working on this and planning it. And so to see that it's come to the point of fruition, it's here, it's living, it's breathing, it's alive. And now it's grown enough that it's not just a subdirectory of Nehemiah. It stands on its own, and it's its own program now. Yeah,
it's great. It's really, really great. The cool thing about it, and the reason why it keeps growing in this way, where they go in hand, Nehemiah and Justified Anger. Justified Anger will always be a part of Nehemiah, but Justified Anger courses becomes this really cool thing where we can just put everything we've learned, as well as partnering with other educators and other allies and other community leaders to cram even more in there.
Okay.
Something I like to tell people is that the thing that sets this quote unquote learning platform aside from all of the other ones that are out there, Skillshare, Masterclass, all those things, is they will attempt to teach you anything and everything. It's part of that sort of content model.
Yeah.
But Nehemiah is a nonprofit. We do work, anti-racist
niche work.
Yeah. So this entire learning platform is dedicated to that niche. Everything that we host on there and we create for that platform is going to fall under systems change and the rest of our mission.
So if there's a lot of our listeners that may not be familiar with Justified Anger or Nehemiah's work, who would be the ideal person that these courses are laid out for?
The beauty is multiple people. The Black History for a New Day course, we welcome every level. This information a lot of it just isn't public knowledge.
Right.
So absolutely everybody can stand to gain from, at the very least, our most popular course.
Right.
Whereas we have other courses that will definitely be more catered to folks who work in the corporate world, folks who work in community care and say maybe their faith groups that do community work. We even have more specific corporate courses that we're working on where people will be able to sort of learn how to apply those the history into the present day in their literal corporate setting, making sure that people feel like not only are they supported, but they are seen as full human beings at work, which surprisingly makes for more productivity.
It really does, though. If you're happy, you're engaged.
Yes.
If you're engaged, you're productive. If you're both of those things, like everybody's winning, right? So if you're just there, you're just taking up space, and that's probably not the best fit.
Right, exactly. And as we build more courses, we want to make sure we focus on each of these areas because we have always known that systemic racism penetrates everything. All the way down to just the day-to-day interactions. I like to say that bold decisions are made by individuals in any given moment. And with the learning that Justified Anger courses provides, we're doing our best to make those bold decisions happen throughout all of our participants and reach even more participants.
And I think at a time like now with our current political landscape or current divide among Americans, like this is a valuable resource for the community to have, just to help people like really know and completely understand what's happening.
Mm-hmm. A big part of how communities and in this case nations grow is a shared knowledge and of course a shared culture.
Yeah.
And we're very much in a somewhat divided culture at the moment, but that doesn't mean each of the smaller communities no longer need the opportunity to sort of regain that shared knowledge.
No, this is where we have to really share that knowledge more and really bring it out and be present for one another, because we're really losing a lot of the humanity behind what's happening right now. Absolutely.
And the history shows exactly how bad it can get. It tells us why these things happen. So, if anyone's sitting back asking why, what's happening in our present day is happening. The history.
It also shows us why it's being whitewashed and why things are being rewritten as well, which is just as scary as what's happening.
Yeah, absolutely. The information in all of our courses is eye-opening.
Okay, so if anybody wants to, indulge, learn more, be a participant, just find out what's really happening out there, what's the best way to learn about Justified Anger and be part of the classes?
Absolutely. So I always say for the most information, go ahead and find our website, nehemiah.org/JA courses.
Okay.
That'll give you all the information you can find about the course platform and things like that. You could also just check out the platform itself at courses.justifiedanger.com. Along with all of our memberships, we've created a free option that it allows you to browse our catalog of courses, our full courses, but also comes with a large catalog of free information in the membership resource library.
Well, this I was going to say is it's not, I was looking at that too, there is a ton of free information out there. It's not a money grab. It's not a propaganda position. This is a real factual source of information. And, should you choose to be a member, it's actually truly benefiting the community. Because like you said, these courses, this plan of action, this whole road that you're on came from a town hall meeting. It came from the people. People said, we need this. We need some direction. We need to learn something. And you were able to take that and put some action to it. And even though it took time, it was worth every second
absolutely
of fruition that came from it.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so the classes start February 16th. It's every Monday?
Every Monday from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. There's a lecture and then a bit of a discussion afterwards every Monday. We skip a few Mondays just for the respective holidays and availability. But every Monday between February 16th and April 27th.
Nice. It's a beautiful course. You have it's a wonderful course. You put a lot of effort into it. You spent a couple of years developing this, and it came to fruition from the people. So it's really for the people. And I really thank you for taking the time to share this with us. One more time, if anybody wants to sign up or take a part in this, it's courses.justifiedanger.
Yep, courses.justifiedanger.com.
All right, and there are free resources. There is also paid subscriptions for it, but again, they're very reasonable. I've taken a look at them, and they're annual subscriptions. So it's not you're just going in for 9 weeks and getting something. Like, you're getting this 9-week class, and you're getting access to a huge catalog of very, very well put together information. Siobhan, that's amazing.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Not a problem. Madtown, please, if you're interested in learning, go check out courses.justifiedanger.com or check out nehemiah.org and see everything that they have going on. I know in the next month we should be seeing the new facility open up. That's exciting as well. I'm excited to see that come into action.
Me too. The center is a bright, shining beacon. I can't wait to get some of our programming in the building as well.
I can't wait to get the people in there and see what comes from it. A lot of amazing things. But Siobhan, thank you so much for coming through and sharing the Justified Anger courses with us. And hopefully Madtown will participate and get involved.
Thank you so much.
All right. And you can learn more at madtownjams.com. We'll have direct links to the courses, the website, and as well as how to get in touch with Siobhan and, get more information on the programs.
Thank you.
Thank you. Awesome.